Now we're going to look and see if a function is, we see if a relation is a function, okay? So here we go. So remember, definition of a function, each x goes to exactly one y, okay? So from the coordinate, or from our mapping diagram, -1 goes to 0, +1 goes to -2, and +1 goes to a +2. This one's not a function because this input of 1 goes to two different y's, not a function, okay? So right there, the +1 has two outputs, not a function. The -1 has one output. The 3 goes to 4, has one output, but that +1, nope, doesn't make it. Okay, now if we were to look at, like on a graph, there's the first one, -1 goes to 0. There's that coordinate point there. +1 goes to -2, so +1 on the x, -2 on the y. And then +1 to +2, so +1 on the x, +2 on the y. And then the last one, 3 goes to 4, so 3 on the x, 4 on the y, right up there. Now, if you notice on the graph, from a graph, you can tell something is not a function by just looking at the columns, okay? So in this case here, this +1 input has two y's that correspond to it. So basically, they're in the same column. They're stacked on top of each other. So if you draw a vertical line through them, it hits twice. And that means not a function. The vertical line, two dots, it goes through twice, not a function, okay? So if we do a vertical line here, it would only hit once. If we did a vertical line at 3, it would only hit once. So good and good. And then right here, it shows, nope, not a function. Now looking at this relation, again, whether or not it's a function. So check it out. On the graph, -2 goes to +1, -2 on the x, +1 on the y right there. 0 goes to -1, 0, -1. We got 2 goes to -3, 2 on the x goes to -3 on the y, 4 on the x goes to -3 on the y right there. So there's our graph. Now, you don't have to have a graph in order to see if something's a function. You can do it off the mapping diagram, coordinate points table, and we'll try all of those, okay? But basically, however you're looking at it, you're asking yourself the question, does each x go to exactly one y? So this x goes to one y, this x goes to one y, 2 goes to one y, -3, 4 goes to one y, and it's the same one as 2, but it's still fine. You're still good on this because each x goes to exactly one y. So that means it's a function, okay? So now that we know it's a function, we can identify the domain and the range, okay? So remember, domain, that's your list of inputs or x's, okay? This goes pretty fast here, right? It's -2, 0, 2, and 4, right? So there's your list of inputs. And then remember, the range goes with the y's or the outputs. So range is your list of outputs. So in this case here, there's 3 of them. Okay, so the first one is -3, and remember on these, so you could put 1, -1, and -3 if you want. It's more correct just to put them in order. So -3, -1, and +1 is another way or a better way of writing down the range.